आज का थर्ड एपिसोड हम एक प्रार्थना से शुरू करते हैं। हमको मन की शक्ति देना, हम विजय करें, दूसरों की जय के पहले खुद को जय करें, भेदभाव अपने दिल से साफ करें, सच का दम भरें। आज के बहुत प्रसिद्ध फैकल्टी हैं हमारे अहमदनगर, जो कि नगर से फेमस है, डॉक्टर सुचित तंबोली जी। ये उम्मीद करता हूँ कि पीडियाट्रिशियन और पब्लिक को इस आज टॉक का काफ़ी फायदा मिलेगा और उनको काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा तंबोली जी से। डॉक्टर जया शिवाल जी से मैं रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ कि सुचित तंबोली जी का परिचय दें। जया जी प्लीज।
Good evening, viewers. Today we are honored to have with us a very well-known personality who is actually an expert in parenting. It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Suchit Tamboli, who is from Nagar, Ahmednagar. He's a very dear friend. He is a senior developmental pediatrician and adolescent expert. He has got various degrees in this field along with the fellowships also. But the main important thing is that he is the only pediatrician who has done PhD in early intervention. He is well-known expert and who has conducted various workshops for parents, students, doctors, as well as teachers. His ways of presentation are always very easygoing, smooth language, and friendly, but they are extremely informative. His special areas of interest are developmental pediatrics, that is child development, but also in for adolescents, he has behavioral therapy available at his center. His excellent student guidance for NEET and NEET PG also. So, a multifaceted personality, very much expert in this field. Dear friends, please listen to Dr. Tamboli very carefully. His experienced words and easy way of conducting the session will definitely improve our knowledge and it will enlighten you. Thank you so much. I welcome Dr. Suchit Tamboli for his session.
At the outset, I must thank Dr. Tuteja sir for giving this opportunity to talk in his show. And I'm also grateful to Dr. Jaya Shivalkar madam for giving this opportunity and actually for nice introduction. So we'll go to common behavioral problems in office practice. Actually, to behave is to conduct oneself, and behavior is manner or conduct act. The child behavior is the end result of a wide variety of factors which are operating before pregnancy, during delivery, and his subsequent environment. His behavioral problems are the result of conflict between his developing personality and attitude of his parents, teachers, and peers. So all these factors are very important. And the most important thing is that whether the developmental age of the child, according to that, whether this problem or behavioral problem is normal or abnormal. The problem which is normal variation where just assurance is required, or the problem where we need real therapy or diagnosis in detail or medicine. So they are different. So depending upon that personality of individual of child, parental responses and environmental factors, we can classify them as normal or abnormal behavior. So now we'll see school-going children where no treatment except reassurance and counseling is required, like sudden changes in body proportion, appearance of secondary sexual characters, and development of self-esteem. Then increasing separation from the parents and acceptance in the peer group. It is again very important that they need their acceptance when they are in adolescence age group. Then fear of being subnormal. मैं हाइट में कम हूँ, मैं ज्यादा ओबेस दिख रही हूँ, या जो भी है. So they have that fear of being subnormal. Then masturbation, sexual experimentation, and interest in pornography. All these are normal to a certain extent. And if it is become a habit, that is different story. But मैं एक कहानी बताता हूँ कि एक फोर्थ स्टैंडर्ड का लड़का था जिसने फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड के लड़के के पेनिस को हाथ लगाया, एंड ड्यू टू हिज एक्ट उसको स्कूल में से निकाल दिया. तो वो मेरे पास जब आया तो मैंने उसको देखा और उसका काउंसलिंग किया. तो ऐसे लगा कि ये बच्चा सिर्फ एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन कर रहा था, उसके दिमाग में कुछ नहीं है. तो मैंने उसकी मम्मी को बोला कि आप उसको कुछ मत बोलो, ये स्कूल में जाने दो उसको, और उसको जस्ट बी एश्योर कि उसको विश्वास लगे कि मम्मी डैडी उसको गलत नहीं समझ रहे, बस। सो उसकी वजह से उसका इतना फायदा हुआ कि दैट चाइल्ड आगे चलकर उसने कुछ प्रॉब्लम तो किया ही नहीं, और 10th स्टैंडर्ड भी अच्छे मार्क्स से पास हो गया। सो दे हैव सेंड मी अराउंड मोर देन 100 पेशेंट। तो वो तो बात अलग ही है। लेकिन ये जो प्रॉब्लम्स है, जैसे कि मैस्टरबेशन हो, सेक्सुअल एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन हो, इंटरेस्ट इन पोर्नोग्राफी, ये कहाँ तक है ये भी ढूंढना बहुत जरूरी है। लाइन स्टीलिंग भी रहता है। एक लड़का था कि वो गाड़ी चुराता, किसी के घर घर में जाके वो गाड़ियां चुराता था। वो गाड़ियां क्यों चुराता था? घर का तो बहुत अच्छा था, लेकिन फिर भी गाड़ियां चुराता क्योंकि उसको उसने बोला कि मुझे म्यूजियम बनाना है, इसलिए मैं गाड़ी चुराता हूँ। तो व्हाट इज द रीजन बिहाइंड लाइन, और व्हाट इज द रीजन बिहाइंड स्टीलिंग, ये भी एक बात समझना जरूरी है। सो इट कैन बी अ फीचर ऑफ हीरोइज्म और फैंटेसी। देर आर सम फोबियाज आल्सो which are important that we will see. Parents do not pay attention to the needs of the child unless child shows behavioral changes, and negative behavior gets reinforcement, and such behavior becomes a habit. The pediatrician has to learn to identify early and try to break this vicious cycle. So it is very important that this vicious cycle should be break by the pediatrician, and they should know what is how that negative behavior is getting reinforced. So they should tell the parents also. So actually now we will see few of important problems which are there in our office practice. So electronic media related behavioral problem, where the children are imitating their star, they are demanding child, there are sleep disturbances and violence. These are the four very common problem with electronic media related behavioral problem. And now pediatrician has to learn to take a media history. Proper media history is very important. So how many hours, to which media, under what condition, what are the content of the program, selection criteria, then supervision by adult. So media history, again, important is that what they do in their leisure time activity, inference discussion. So that is also very important. So suppose एक लड़का है कि जो देख रहा है कि वहां पे एक हीरो आता है और गॉगल वगैरह डाला है, मोटरसाइकिल पे आता है, छुरी निकालता है, चाकू निकालता है, और चाकू या छुरी निकाल के वो किसी को मारता है। तो उसको बहुत अच्छा लगता है कि अरे ये बहुत हीरोइज्म अच्छा है, ये हीरो बहुत अच्छा है। लेकिन जब उसकी मम्मी उसके बगल में बैठी है, तो वो क्या बताएगी कि अगर ऐसा एक्ट हुआ तो पूरी जिंदगी भर आपको जेल में जाना पड़ेगा। देन ही विल नेवर हैव दैट अट्रैक्शन ऑफ दैट एक्ट। ये इंपॉर्टेंट है, दैट्स व्हाई इन्फ्रेंस डिस्कशन इज इंपॉर्टेंट। न्यूट्रिशनल हिस्ट्री इज ऑल्सो इंपॉर्टेंट। नाउ वी आर फेसिंग पैंडेमिक ऑफ ओबेसिटी, और वो क्या खा रहा है, कितना खा रहा है, उसके ऊपर कुछ कंट्रोल नहीं है। तो इसलिए न्यूट्रिशनल हिस्ट्री इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। So supervision by the parents and content of the program, both are very important. So whether you are using media as a third parent or servant is very important. So if you are using as a third parent, media is going to give you lot of information, lot of knowledge. But as a servant, we don't know what is going to happen, what your children are looking into, and how they are learning. So that is very important. So don't allow them to learn alone. So be with them. And then recommendation by the guidelines by the use of screen media, first initially 2.5 years, no media at all. Then 2 to 5 years, limit screen use to 1 hour per day with high quality program. Then more than 6 years, place consistent limits on the time spent using media. And again, here important is that media free time, such as dinner, driving, or there are few family talks where all mobiles should be off. So that is very important. And children's screen time is very important because it affects attention, language, sleep. Obesity is again very a big problem. Then we know that nowadays internet addiction is coming in a large way. So these children prefer to stay online longer than intended, prefers to make friends online than in real life. They develop anxiety if internet connection fails. Then complaints of feeling lonely, depressed, or nervous if they are online or offline. Offline. And assessment of comorbid condition, that altered eating habit, use of laxative diet pills, binge eating. So these are very common problems nowadays we are facing with these children. Then history of recent sexual activity or homosexual activity or body image concern. So these are again very important problems. Then history you get from the parent, that there is decline in academic performance, diminished interest in activities, they avoid family activities or outing. Then symptoms of internet addiction like breaking the rule or law, stealing or lying, forging, trespassing. So these are many problems which we are facing, like absenteeism from the school. School teachers also have some complaints with them. And now important definitions like internet addiction or compulsion, when computer use is repetitive and constant and users are unable to resist strong urge to use the computer or mobile. Then phantom vibration. Arey, bach gaya kya? So perception of vibration from a cell phone, even it is not vibrating. Then mobile phone compulsion, when person compulsively uses mobile phone to call people excessively and unnecessarily. Cyber sexual addiction, cyber relationship addiction, then cyber stalking, where it is the use of internet or other electronic media to harass or stalk an individual, group, or organization. And this is important, that cyber stalking is a criminal activity by law and you should report to proper agency. So actually here important is that monitoring, identifying theft, threats, and vandalism. So sending vulgar and defamatory messages or threats or false accusation, slander, and all these are under this act. So we do standardized psychological testing for this patient, like intelligence testing, achievement testing, projective test, EQ test. Then we also get the child behavior checklist, CBCL, or Vanderbilt for the ADHD patient, Connors rating, or Beck depression inventory. So these are the psychological standardized tests which we give. Then specific rating scale, like internet addictions test, which is available on the internet free of cost. We can use that and diagnose where there is internet addiction or not. Then chain internet addiction or compulsive internet use scale. Here important thing is, while managing this patient, encourage interest and social activities like hobbies, team sport, after school club, monitoring computer use and setting clear limit, restrict the use of computer, keep an eye on child's online activity, limiting time online, and recognizing underlying problem that increases intensity of addiction like stress, anxiety, depression, or substance abuse, or major life changes. And the important key areas in management is that building coping skill, like providing healthy and appropriate outlet, cognitive restructuring, behavior modification, building and maintaining support system, strengthening existing support system, like setting aside specific time, finding people with common interests, support group for addictive behavior. Then another condition like ODD, opposition defiant disorder. So it makes unreasonable demand. They are stubborn. They cannot accept no. This is again very common problem, that children now they are not ready to accept no because their parents are giving everything to them, whatever they say. So that is again a big problem. Cannot delay gratification. इसमें एक यूएस का एक ऐसा स्टडी है कि जहाँ पे 3 साल के बच्चों को उन्होंने एक मिठाई रखी थी और अंदर जाने के बाद में बोला था कि जितना होल्ड कर सकते हो उतना होल्ड करो एंड देन यू टेक दैट मिठाई. तो जिन्होंने 20 सेकंड किया, 50 सेकंड किया, कुछ बच्चों ने 2-2 मिनट किया, तो उनका उन्होंने स्टडी किया और आफ्टर 20-30 years also they studied them and they found that those who have delayed their gratification, they definitely made success their life successful. So that is very important. So कि उन्होंने success क्यों achieve किया, क्योंकि उनका gratification उन्होंने delay किया था. तो वैसे ही टेम्पर टैंट्रम थ्रो करना या थ्रेट्स देना ये इसके लिए भी हमें ट्रीटमेंट देना पड़ता है, कभी कभी टाइम आउट टेक्निक हो या अलग टेक्निक हो, इससे हम इनको मैनेज कर सकते हैं। एक लड़का था, वो एक्चुअली क्लासरूम में पिछले बेंच से आगे चलकर जाता था जब क्लास चलता था, एंड ही ऑल्सो वॉज बीटिंग टू द टीचर, एंड ही वॉज नॉट अशेम्ड ऑफ ऑल दिस थिंग। ये प्रॉब्लम था, तो उसको मेडिसिन और काउंसलिंग के बाद में वो ठीक ठीक हो गया। So management में important is firmness and consistency, and reasonable demand should be fulfilled, but unreasonable should not at all. And one should not yield to temper tantrum, but violent child should be restrained physically. Then we will see the anxiety. So mood state characterized by strong negative emotion and bodily symptoms in which an individual apprehensively anticipates future danger or misfortune. So fear is immediate alarm or reaction to the current danger. Anxiety disorder, excessive and debilitating anxiety with negative emotion and fear. Prevalence is 5%, which is again very high. And we are now getting many children of anxiety disorder nowadays. And it can be various phobias like separation anxiety, social phobia, OCD, post-traumatic disorder. So there are many. And in that, we have to diagnose anxiety in these children, which type of anxiety it is. There are tests which can diagnose this, and elective mutism is also one of the important anxiety disorder where these children, they talk at home, but they don't talk at all in the school. So उनका भी अलग प्रॉब्लम रहता है। उनके एक ग्रुप है जिनकी सोसाइटी में अलग सोसाइटी वो बनाते हैं, वो बोलते हैं, बात करते हैं। एक्चुअली उसमें बहुत सारी ट्रीटमेंट है कि जिसमें मेडिसिन को जल्दी रिजल्ट नहीं आता है इलेक्टिव म्यूटिज्म को, तो वो उनको थेरेपी भी देनी पड़ती है। then there are stages of anxiety. The stages can mean infancy में loud noise को है, toddlerhood में dark और separation को है, school age में injury और natural disaster है, तो adolescence में competency based concern है कि ये बच्चा मेरे से ज्यादा आगे जा रहा है। So then anxiety at different age can be stranger. Anxiety peaks at before 18 months, or primary caregiver leaves, or can be distracted by activities, separation anxiety. Then there are manifestations of anxieties like loss of control, then release of adrenaline in the body and preparation of an emergency, increased blood flow to the muscle, dilated pupils, increased muscle activity, sense of fear. So there are many things, but red flags can be either excessive distress during routine separation from the parent, repeated physical complaints, panic if parent is late for the pickup, or behavior out of proportion, anticipatory worrying, or physical symptoms, self-critical, and need to please others. Such type of red flag sign also should be taken into consideration. So assessment can be done with the diagnostic interview, behavior observation, and rating scales. In that, scared or screen for anxiety related emotional disorder device is very important. We are using that, and it is definitely very helpful to the diagnosis of different type of anxiety, and we can manage according to that with the either counseling and medicine. So elective mutism, we have seen that individual behavioral therapy is very important, and anti-anxiety medication also required for these children. Social anxiety disorder, then management of social anxiety disorder either can be by behavior or exposure therapy, pharmacological therapy, beta blocker, then treatment of anxiety disorder by skill-based program like psychoeducation, relaxation, exposure, parent training, cognitive restructuring. So these are the type of treatment in anxiety disorder, like treatment of the physical symptoms or cognitive symptoms or behavioral symptoms. Treatment should target all these symptoms, and then behavioral therapy like exposure therapy, systemic desensitization, relaxation exercises, modeling, talk therapy, all these are important like school-based counseling. And these are very important therapies like systemic desensitization is also one of them. So then generalized anxiety disorder or obsessive compulsive disorder, all these are disorders, primary treatment is cognitive behavioral therapy or family therapy, and then medication. So SSRI is important, and then other medication also can be used. So what all can parents do? So be patient, be positive, help the child succeed for doing small steps, reward and praise, model them with planned gradual exposure, and teach the child positive self-talk. So what all parents can do? Relaxation, then visualizing or imagining pleasant, relaxing, happy place, stress low at home, be calm and positive, deal with external situation, healthy living, take time for fun and relax with the children. So prevention is very important. So calm and consistent is important. Eat meal together, enough sleep, balanced meal, one-to-one time, make fun and enjoyable activities, limit video game. These are all very important things. So relationship matters because relationship protects. So here important is that give many more positive comments than negative one. 1:1 time. Then positive active responses whenever possible. Listen more than you speak. Assert yourself calmly. Connection before correction. Emotional banking. Stick to your values but consider all points of view. Then there are different phobias like attached to non-threatening stimulus or being beyond the voluntary control, and like school phobias where problems can be at school or at home or problem in the children. So counseling and reassurance is very important and school should be continued. Then the last common problem is depression, where diagnostic criteria of DSM-5 can be remember with the mnemonic Miss World with depression crying. So it means that mood, interest, sleep, weight, worthlessness and guilt, death wish or act, energy, psychomotor activity, and concentration. So if it is less concentration or memory, then if all these 9, out of these 9, 5 are there and they are more than 2 weeks, then we can diagnose them as a depression. So what is the treatment? Most important treatment is cognitive behavioral therapy and then drugs. Where the drugs are required, like severe symptoms or bipolar depression or actually psychotic symptoms, their drugs are very essential. And then this is 5 essential drugs by Dr. M.K.C. Nair, where risperidone can be used in organic brain syndrome or autism, tic mania, then valproate can be used in conduct disorder, fluoxetine in depression, atomoxetine in ADHD, imipramine in neurosis. So these are the drugs which we remember. I'm again very grateful to Dr. Tuteja sir for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much.
It was a very lucid presentation, simple language, but very high on content. And I think most of the parents at some or the other point do face these problems and they have questions in their mind. Is it normal behavior? Is it a normal variant of behavior, or it is really something we should take care of? And I think all parents should listen to this repeatedly and take help as and when they need. They should not shy away from taking help.
Thank you, Suchit Tatamboli sir, for giving an excellent talk on common behavior problem. I think that our viewers, pediatrician of adults in India, and the public, anybody can see, not only limited to pediatrician, should be useful. Thank you very much, Dr. Suchit, for sparing time for Dr. Tuteja Talk Show.